Hello from the Dreamport Discord server. I'm ShadowsPub bringing you Pimp Your Post Thursday. On the show today, we'll share posts, meet others, and have some fun. You can share your own post or someone else's you really like. Take part, drop the PYPT emoji into the show text channel. I'll add you to the list to take turns sharing posts. When I call on you, add your post link to the text channel and come on voice to tell us about it. Keep it brief, like a short commercial for the post. If you don't do voice, it's okay. You can share by text, but text and the link must be ready to paste into the text channel when I call on you. You can have more than one turn, but you must use the emoji for each turn. Okay, let's get started with Lucielle. Lucielle. There she is. And she's doing the text. Get her up on the screen. Lucielle says, what do you think about setting boundaries in relationships? Good? Bad? Becky Royale shared her thoughts on the question in this post. Please do read it. You'll love it. Well, I must be going to love it because Lucielle is sharing it. Thank you, Lucielle. And we have Tori next. Tori, you're up. Tori. There we go. Oh, is she having issues? Tori, are you with us?
Hello, Shadows. Good evening or good day from here. Sorry.
There you are. All right. Got a post?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. You got a post to share?
Oh, yeah, I got a post. My network was fluctuating by a little time. Okay. Just hold on.
Okay. Oh, Luchelle's on the leaderboard over there, is she?
Yeah, she's heating it up over there.
Ah, we'll talk more about that in a bit, won't we? Tori must be getting the link. And it's taking her a bit. I love that. Burning it up. It's on the leaderboard, but I haven't checked. She has confidence in what she's doing. Are you still with us, Tori? There we go. All right.
Okay. Please, do you get my message? Sorry, I'm having a little...
You go ahead and tell us about your post here.
On right now.
Sound like you might be having a little bit of network issues, but give it a try. Oh, did we lose you, Tori?
Oh, I think it's better now, right? I just switched network. Sorry.
Okay, give it a try. See how it works for you.
Okay, so that's my post. This is my post. Good day, everyone. Sorry for the delay. So this is my post. I made this post. This should be on the 14th of February, which is the Lovers' Day, right? Valentine's Day. So it didn't really go well for me. You know, when everybody is celebrating Valentine's, giving love out, sharing gifts and the rest, I was busy battling with my phone because a night before, on the 14th, which was on the 13th, my phone fell. It didn't even fall fully to the ground, and unfortunately, it just went off, and that was all I had for a device. I didn't have a PC. I could not make a post. I lost my streak. It was a terrible thing. So I literally listed everything out there. It was on the 14th was a very bad day for me. So if you want to know how bad it was or how worst it was, you could read on the post, check. I was literally crying, but then it was the day. Okay, so and I've already had sleep that day also, and I'm good. So that's what it's all about.
Sounds like you had quite the day.
Oh, it was. It was indeed.
We all have them, don't we, Tori? Thank
But
you.
not on that very day.
Yeah, that's
All
kind of
right. Thank you
that's
very
kind
much.
of a sucky day to have it, but it happens. Thank you, Tori. And Kitty
All
Girl,
right.
you're
Thank
up.
Well, I would like to share one of my own posts, but I'm going to do that later in the show. This time I would like to share a post by Kim, and I thought this was great, how curiosity shaped me. That title really spoke to me because I was a person who grew up always asking why. And a lot of children do that to be annoying, constantly. Why, why, why? I really wanted to know why. I wanted to understand how things worked and why things transpired a certain way that they did. And so that kind of is what Kim is talking about, how she was always curious. What happened to Mr. So-and-so that makes him act this way and so forth. And I think it's wonderful when we try to understand other people and other things, and I think it's just fantastic. And she talks too about how growth shapes our lives, and I'm a firm believer in that too. I mean, I know some people who have never changed their political views or religious views from when they were young, and to me, that just is being stagnant. That's, if you're not open-minded and considering other options and reshaping your opinions and views as you age, you're stunting your own growth by not doing that. And I think it's fantastic. And I love the fact that Kim is curious and she's written about it. And it's a lovely read.
I think you were impressed with that post. Curiosity.
Yes, very much so. And Kim is a good writer. She's got quite a number of other good posts on her blog, too.
She is. She's a very good writer. Has really developed in her time here on the chain. And curiosity does drive us. If it doesn't drive us, we are indeed sitting still. I quite agree with you on that. All right. Thank you, Kitty Girl. And Bobby B, you're up.
Hey, hey everybody. Good to be with the group again. So, some of you may know we're Alessandra and myself and some others are part of a group called Creative Work Hour, as is Shadows. And prior to our normal 1 hour, there's this open half hour of just banter. Just kicking around the coffee pot and shooting whatever happens to come up. So this morning, we kicked around a couple things, and then the topic went to books that we have, and specifically, would we lend our books to other people? And it was so amusing how quickly polarized the room became. And I thought about that. It's like, well, our books, some people love sharing them because they can connect and find common threads with other people and expand their mind, like, the other person was saying. And then there's those that are like, I'm not sure I want you to see that side of me. Or, this is as weird as letting you borrow my underwear. I just can't do that. So anyway, I knocked out a little post about it and finished off with a book that I use when I need a diversion, and that is called Stories from Grandpa, where it's full of prompts for me to answer or get into for my grandchild. And that's, my favorite thing when my mind isn't working right or I just need a break. I'll pull that book down, answer a prompt or two, and I'm completely refreshed and reset to get on with my day.
Sounds good. I kind of avoid loaning out books these days because all of mine are on my scribe. You're not getting my scribe. It'll be over my dead body.
I understand that.
All right. Thank you, Bobby B. And Abinad, you're up.
Hi everyone.
What are you up to
Um,
today, dear girl?
so I'm sharing this top I made. This was not the initial top, but what I did at that time didn't sit well with me. It wasn't what I wanted, so I had to like pause and then take a break, a very long one actually. And at a point, I wanted to give up on the project because it was stressing me. It wasn't coming out as I wanted. But somebody here in Dreampot inspired me with her personality and her genuineness. And that is why this top is named the Danielle top because bipolar inspired me. So if you check out how I did this top. Thank you. And Shadows, I'm tired because I was sewing when you're calling me, so I couldn't respond.
That happens. So, are you telling me that the student has inspired the teacher?
Exactly,
Well
exactly.
done. That's a good teacher.
Thank you, Shadows. Thank you for having me.
Thank you, Abinad. And Sarge, you're up. There he is. All right, Sarge, tell us about this. Hmm. Try again. I'm not hearing you.
Is it working now?
There we go.
Well, good afternoon or good morning, depending on what part of the world you are, all the people on the ships and the seas. I wanted to share one of ShadowsPub's posts here. It's a short one. It's on DBuzz, and she does this regularly called Echo, and they just come up with words. And her word for today was castigate. And I haven't been curating like I should do, but I was just going through some posts and I saw hers and I thought that was pretty cool. So what I did in the comments, I made a little acronym. So this is not totally altruistic sharing this. I just wanted people to see um, uh, my skills in making acronyms and limericks. So after you read her post, you might like to look in the comments and see my little
I love it.
limerick in my
So,
acronym. For those of you who don't know, I was career military, so acronyms were a big part of being in the military, and I like making them up.
so I'm gonna hop down and read the last part of Sarge's acronym. There once was a man named Trump, a president many wish to dump. His policies and behavior we castigate. His goofy appointees make us very irate. How did we end up with this chump?
I
That is,
thought you would enjoy that. I didn't mean to wax overly political since I am apolitical, but I thought I'd
well,
give you a laugh today.
I may pass that on to some Canucks. I like that. Thank you, Sarge.
Feel free to use it. No need to, what is it they call it? Attribute, just,
Right.
take it for your own.
Okay, thanks, Sarge. All right, Bookerman, you're up.
To get myself unmuted. Thank you for having me. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and children of all ages, I got a new post for you. This is from the Woo marketing team. It has to do with the most recent YouTube video we put out where Perry Saturn replied to Matt Hardy, where Matt Hardy was running his mouth on Twitter spitting lies, and Perry Saturn had to set him straight. You can check out the post there, also the linked YouTube video, and you can see what these aging wrestlers have to say about each other.
I can't imagine anybody would lie on Twitter. Sarcasm on. Thank you, Bookerman. And Lucielle, you're up. Lucielle, are you with it? There you are. Ian, tell us about this.
Hello everyone. I really wanted to do test, but I didn't know that it was already my turn, so I had to do voice.
Good.
My voice is not too clear, so please manage it. Alright, this is a post from a newbie. She signed up, I think over the weekend. And the beautiful thing the beautiful thing is this post is actually her first post. I think so. And it's a beautiful love story. If you love reading love stories, I urge you to read this one. You will love it. You will love it. I promise you this. So please read and also welcome and encourage her. Please. Thank you.
Thank you, Lucielle. And by the way, there's nothing wrong with your voice.
Thank you, Shadows.
We always like to hear it.
Thank you.
I
know Abinad would not want to hear it, even by I know they don't want to hear my voice.
Abinad wouldn't mind your voice. All right. Buttcoins, you're up. There he is.
Hello, how's everybody doing?
All right. Tell us about this.
Yeah, so I've been recently on a little bit of an onboarding kick. I've onboarded 3 people here in the last month or so. This guy in particular, I'm excited about his skill set. Like of all the people I onboarded, he's the one that like he just fits into the tech dork realm of Hive, right? He's very passionate about decentralized tools. He's got a business in the same town that I have a business as well, and he created his own POS system from scratch. He allowed it to accept crypto. He opened up a Bitcoin ATM, which has really been amazing for the town and for me in particular. It's been like this 2-year thing of like sort of talking about Hive with him, he was really into Noster. He still is. He talks about it in this post. But I finally convinced him that, like, hey, why not also do things here on Hive and at least come in and check it out? So he came, and you know how it goes when you're new on the chain. You don't get a lot of initial attention, but so I'm bringing some attention to his post. And the utter truth is, I don't understand all the tech stuff he talks about, even in this post. So if there's anybody that is a techie out there and could, I feel like this guy also is very similar to me. It's not about the money. It's about the exchanging of ideas and the sharing and the decentralization. So, he's actually made a decent little, some decent upvotes, but I just think like some engagement, some like people like being like, oh, wow, that sounds cool. I think that's what he would really appreciate. And I just would love to see this guy stick around. So that's why I'm posting it here. He's a genuine human being that I think would really be a good add-on to Hive. So yeah, there's that.
All right. Sounds like he's interesting character. And Alexander says the Bitcoin ATM is part of what we'll talk about with Starkers on HiveSpace on Tuesday, 25th of February. Okay, Alessandra, it's time for you to talk about that. And just before
Holy crap, we were just talking about being shy and introverted, and then I just outed myself with that, didn't I?
You did. And just before you do, I'm going to remind people, go up to the Draws for Shows channel and click on those emojis, or you won't win anything. Or you won't be able to win anything, I should say. Go for it, Alessandra.
All right. Well, what I'm monkeying around with right here is to put just a few details into our chat about how you can find the show. So, HiveSpace is, if not the earliest, one of the earliest shows about Hive that came on Twitter. And we ran about 100 shows, and then we took a year and a half off because we were like, what do we do now? Because that scene was getting crazier and crazier. I'm not naming names or anything, but it was getting crazier and crazier. And just the logical things about it, it was kind of like a broken down car that never got fixed. And so we just kind of figured out, this is crazy making. Let's see what we want to do. And it took some time, but last year, Shadows and Artemis found this tool called GoBrunch, which gives a completely different look to getting together as a community to have a chat. And so, on Tuesday the 25th, at noon Pacific, 3 o'clock in the afternoon on the East Coast of North America, and for me here in the UK, it'll be at 8 p.m. But HiveSpace is back, and I am dropping that link. I think I am. About now, I can't like walk and chew gum at the same time. All right, so just bear with me here. But Starkers is going to be our first guest, and we totally thought we knew what we were going to talk to him about on our show, and we got into a pre-production conversation that ended up lasting 4 hours, was mind-blowing, and we went in a direction that got him really excited. So it got us really excited, and that's what we are going to be sharing with you all on Tuesday. So I think I got my act together now. Let's see if I do. Oh, I think I do. Am I feeling lucky? Yes. Boom. There we go. All right. So it ain't pretty, but there it is. There's the announcement about. So you can go to, it's on Hive, is a distributor, it's the app, and it allows you to spend your HBD at businesses that have been onboarding for it. So, being that I'm a shy person, I'm going to go outside my comfort zone, and in the end of April, I'm going to go to Graz, Austria, and take a native German speaker with me, and we're going to hit up coffee shops and get this app downloaded with them. That this is basically how it works, and Starkers is going to make it make sense. But basically, if you have HBD in your account through this app, you get to buy at a 20% discount, and the shopkeeper still gets 100% of the cost of that transaction. So they're making all their money, you're getting a discount, and you're getting to spend your HBD. Let's hear it. Woo! It's going to be really cool. There's lots I'm going to be learning, because what were you thinking during that conversation, Shadows, as he was like taking me in and out of apps, and it was nuts, right?
It was entirely different. Although part of what we did on at the meeting will not be coming up during this show. That will be focused on Disturator. But one of the things that really stood out on Disturator was when we were going through the leaderboard, the number of people who participate in PYPT who were on that board. That was pretty cool.
It was really cool, and we just kept seeing Lucille's name come up.
And others.
Oh yeah, and others, and so yeah, there's a leaderboard, there's a community for it, and there is, if this is a post that's not in the last 7 days, but it is a post that just shows you the leaderboard of how it worked in January. So there's really a beautiful community element to it. So at the beginning of May in Austria, there is what's called the Hive Creator Days, and it's May 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. And so Disturator app is going to sponsor us a coffee day somewhere so that we can check this out. We're going to have new users with us on Hive, and I think it'll be wonderful to just show them how, you can blog, you can share, you can interact with people that are high quality social contacts, and from that gain a value that you could buy yourself a coffee or a snack or take somebody out to, for a nice lunch. So I think these things, the ease of posting, the camaraderie that's there, and Twitter, X is never, ever, ever, ever going to buy you a coffee or lunch. So this is a fun thing. So we'll just see what he has to say, and you're going to adore the space that we're going into. We love our Discord, we do, and we're learning. But Go Brunch is just a feast for the eyes, and you're going to feel like we've all gone somewhere together. So I hope that you guys will join us and spread the word about it, because we're back. And what's different about the show is that we're only going to do one live show a month. We'll do other things on the other weeks, but we're only going to have one live show a month, which means there'll only be 10 of them in 2025. So we hope that you don't miss it. Thanks.
Thank you, Alessandra. Those of you who have not been over on to Go Brunch, one of the things you'll like is you don't actually have to join an app. You can simply go in, put your name in, choose an avatar, and enter the room. There's no sign up in order to get in there. The room is open all the time, so if you want to go in and check it out, go ahead. I will warn you, I get notification when anybody goes into any of my rooms. But that doesn't mean that you can't be in there. It just lets me know you are. And if I'm around, I may pop in. And Artemis, you are up. Now, speaking of rooms over on Go Brunch, Artemis has got some really rocking rooms over there.
Gorgeous. Gorgeous.
Thank you. Well, I really enjoyed your share, Sarge, but you took the one I was going to share, so I want to get another one.
Yeah, but I like what he did with it.
Me too. That was awesome. But this one's really cool. It's about the word suspicion. And in these crazy times, it's good to realize it doesn't have to be negative. And this image is really cool. I love this one. So read it, show some love, and tell Shadows if you'd like her to create a podcast about this reflection.
All right. Thank you, Artemis. And Amy, you are up. Yep, Amy's with us. There she is. I see her typing. And Amy says, here is my latest creation. I shared the process of making this beautiful outfit, and I would love you to check it out. Thank you, Amy. And
I love that blouse. That is such a cool design, and it's the colors and the style, everything is just so wonderful. So kudos, Amy.
she never fails to amaze us with her creativity, does she? And Bookerman, you're up.
A little quicker with the unmute this time around. So this next post I'm going to share with you guys is actually from one of our community members. And they did a really cool breakdown of the NXT pay-per-view. So NXT is basically like WWE's training grounds, kind of. It's where it's not quite the big superstars; it's the people trying to work their way up. And so this was actually a really nice, really detailed breakdown reviewing the pay-per-view, and they linked back to different YouTube highlights. They also did like match grading or match ratings. I thought it was really great, and I'd love to see more of this in our community.
All right. So, are a good number of your community getting active on Hive, or are they a little on the shy side?
It depends. So we have a good amount that will write about like newsworthy events, like I can't remember his name, Orange Crush or something like that. He'll do kind of like news in the wrestling world. Like he just did a post about Road Dogg taking over as SmackDown writer. We'll have Blitz, who mostly does like woo news. So like when we put out a new post or are promoting something new, he'll be doing posts on that. But I have been seeing a growing number of people doing just general wrestling. And we actually had a huge influx into our Discord. And we're slowly working on converting them over to have a discussion on Hive also about wrestling.
Nice. All right. And what does NXT stand for, Kitty Girls asked?
So it doesn't necessarily like WWE is like World Wrestling Entertainment. NXT doesn't really have like stand for anything other than these are the next superstars.
Ah. So in a sense, it stands for next.
In a sense, yeah. It doesn't necessarily break down to like, you know, a word for word thing, but yeah, it basically just stands for, you know, these superstars are coming next.
Nice. Thank you, Bookerman. And as often happens, not only is bipolar up, but she won the 1 HBI. The correlation between bipolar taking a turn and her winning a draw is amazing at times.
It is. We need somebody to go into the researching this and find out what's happening.
Artemis says it's a horseshoe. You're up, bipolar. All right. Tell us what you're sharing here. That's not what you're sharing? Did you decide you didn't like that link? Ah, okay.
Okay.
I actually sent that to somebody, and I forgot. Like I had the link that I'm supposed to share. I just thought, okay, let me just share directly. So
All right.
this is what I wanted. Okay. So I made a pouch for my AirPod. I used to always look for it. It's always missing. I'm taking out the AirPods from the case and I don't know where I'm dropping it again. So I decided to make something really beautiful that I'm always going to get attracted to. So when I take out my AirPods, I could drop it back. So that's it for this post. Thank you.
She did a kitty. Good for you.
Thank you.
Cats rule.
Yeah, I actually thought it was a bear, but Abena said it looks like the lion in India. So
So we can take it for
and what?
anything we want.
Yeah, exactly.
It is kind of a whiskerless kitty.
Yeah, but I didn't feel the need to put the whiskers because it looked like a bear in my eyes. And I don't know if bears have whiskers.
Oh yeah, there's nothing like the scratch of the whiskers at 3 o'clock in the morning. Thank you, bipolar.
You're welcome.
And NChem, you're up. I see you're typing. Was she ready and waiting? Nope. Abinad versus bipolar graph beings. All right, NChem. Oh, you want me to actually read that? NChem says, I missed out on a profitable deal with my former boss over procrastination. It was a very painful experience, but at least it taught me some lessons. Take a look at the full story and what I've been up to in order to confront procrastination. I don't know. Procrastinating can be fun sometimes. All right. Thank you, NChem. And Buckcoin, you're up.
All righty. Yeah, so I always like to throw in my kids' post here. This is my daughter that wrote this post. Um, I sort of I push at them that, probably if I didn't say, hey, have you written a post lately? Like maybe it wouldn't happen. But they do it, and so she wrote this update post of what is going on in our lives as we prepare to go on a ski trip that she's excited about. Uh, and so yeah, I always like share her posts so that if people are commenting on it, then it kind of gets her engaging in it as well. I secretly look at this all as the neat thing about the Bomb Kids is they've only ever earned from their posts, and so they are this true thing of putting out posts, making a little bit of money, and they've just slowly but surely accrued. And I figure, when they're both about to be in the college age, hopefully Hive will be worth millions and millions of dollars, and I won't have to pay for their college. So
That's a wonderful dream.
yeah. So yeah, this is my daughter's post if you feel like taking a peek at it. I think it's really positive thing to have some kids on this chain. Some
Absolutely.
youth.
How old's your daughter?
So Amari will be turning 14 during the month of March. So she's at that very scary age for a parent. And my son, he's the other co-part. They basically take turns back and forth making posts. So he's 11, and Amari's 13, gonna just about to be 14.
So they're at that age where you think back and you think, why did I ever want them to grow out of being toddlers?
Yes, they definitely are. You're like, can I shove you back in the child box? Let me get you back in there. For sure. And it's funny because I say, like I did a paper out when I was a kid, and they're at this time period in their life where they want to like earn money. My daughter kind of is doing a little bit of babysitting, and they sell cookies when we're back in Guatemala. And I'm just like, hey guys, you don't have the same. There's not these paper outs. Some of the opportunities for kids working is not the same as it used to be. But here you have, all you have to do is use your brain and write a post, and you're making as much as you would make in an allowance. So like, what are you doing? So I just kind of keep poking at them a little bit, and they begrudgingly do their posts.
Have you given them the option of doing videos as well, or do they stick to the written posts?
Amari normally does the written. My son, he likes to do the video posts. His they trade on and off. So like 2 posts ago, it's expired now, but my son did a post about skinning a fish was his last one. So it was like a 4-minute video of him like kind of a gross video of him skinning a fish, but it was fun. It was fun to watch.
He's probably at that age that he likes doing the gross stuff.
Oh, he loves it. He came up with a word in it. He's just like, as you can see, I don't mind the gruesomality of doing this. I'm like, oh, gruesomality, nice word.
Gruesomality. We'll have to play on that one, won't we?
I see another echo coming in the near future with that word.
Not unless the AI picks it up and throws it out to me. I choose the words get chosen randomly. It basically what I say to it. Give me a list of words that are credited. Actually, I'm using Shakespeare this year, so it's words that are credited to Shakespeare, and then I go through the list and see the ones that have already been used, and then add others to the list. I have learned.
Well, I knew you did that, but I didn't know that you never snuck another word in you wanted to use.
I have learned one thing though with doing this. I have to be kind of careful of some of the words because some of the words will trigger the moderators on Midjourney when I go to make images, and they're in the bad list apparently.
What sort of word would that be? Do you remember any examples?
There was one. Actually, the one should have been obvious to me. It had blood in it. What the hell was the word now? I don't think it was bloody. I think it was actually another one, bloodlust. And I thought, oh, that'll be an interesting echo to see what twist that gets. And then I hit the moderator on Midjourney, and I thought, oh, getting an image here might be a challenge. So I think I better change the word. All right. And Lucielle, you're up. I don't like Pamela. I like Titus Fish. And who has won the 3 HBI? That would be NChem. All right. Go for it, Lucielle. Tell us about this. Uh-oh. There you go. You have to unmute.
Hello once again.
Hello, Lucielle.
Hello, Balkis. Hello, Enkem. Who again? Okay. So this is a post about a Shoppers Connect. Yes. Here in my CD, the Hivians, the Hivers, or Hivians, whichever, yeah. We have a small group of Hive friends. We gather every Saturday to do group shopping, and we call it Shoppers Connect. And the beautiful thing about this shopping is that we pay with HBD. Yes. Alexandra White said something about commended me on the distride.
Your voice is cutting out a little bit, Lucielle. It's probably your network.
This is basically what we do here. We do group shops that I've been. Can you hear me?
Yep, go for it. You got it at the moment.
Can anyone hear me?
I can hear you.
All right.
Go for it.
All right. So we now go to, every Saturday we select a shop or an eatery or just anywhere to go and shop and now have a good time and pay with our HBD and also get our discounts. That's the part I love most. Imagine you're paying with HBD and you're claiming your discount on the spot. It will enter your wallet. Pia, pia, pia. Oh, I love this. So I encourage everyone to take a look at this Spend HBD project. Yes, it's a beautiful project. You can start by listing a shop in your area. Yes, get a shop onboarded. Let them accept HBD. Then you start shopping and claiming your discount. So this particular post was on Saturday and it was like a combo event. Yes, that was a shocking day 17 and now the grand opening of a new supermarket in my city. A Hive supermarket sort of because it's owned by a Hivian. Yes, so now shopping with HBD got a lot easier. Thank you.
Thank you.
If you have any questions, please ask. I will answer. Thank you.
So I gather you're going to be with us at Hive Space. Did you mark your calendar?
Huh? I didn't get that, Shadows.
I said, I gather you're going to join us at the Hive Space. Did you mark your calendar?
Not yet.
Okay, go mark your calendar.
All right.
Next Tuesday. Thank you, Lichelle. And Kitty Girl, you're up.
Well, I have always been a fan of alternative lighting, even as a child. When we went on road trips and happened to be driving a bit at night or early in the morning before the sun came up, I would always look for neon signs. I thought they were so cool. And so I've got several pieces of alternative lighting, and this one is talking about an artistic light bulb. I mean, this is a little sculpture that is inside a light bulb, and it glows when you turn it on. It is the most awesome thing. And so I'm writing about it and telling how I got it and a little bit about it. And down at the bottom of my post, if you're a fan of alternative lighting, you can see some of the other alternative lighting posts that I've written and published.
Artemis is just commenting that we had some bulbs like that. And yes, I do remember. We had some beautiful stuff. That was kind of something in the 70s. It was pretty popular, wasn't it? They would do those different light bulbs that you could put in your lamps at home.
Yeah, I think.
Well, I had never seen one until the friend gave me this one, but maybe they were popular back then, and I just didn't know about them. Do you still have one of them, Artemis?
Oh, I wish I did. Mine died. Excuse me. Oh my goodness. It lasted a long time, I think almost 10 years.
Yeah, they did.
But it died.
They had all kinds of them. There was plants and birds, sometimes animals.
Mine had a butterfly over a flower.
I don't remember anything like this. I mean, I just remember that you could get a pink light bulb or a green one or a red one or a black light one, but I don't remember having little goodies inside where the filament is.
I wonder if it was
I just don't remember that. Well, it's really
There's
cool.
a link inside my post too that goes to an Etsy store. You can actually have your name written out like a neon sign or something that's inside the light bulb. It's so awesome.
It would be.
Oh, so you can buy them? I'd love to get one for my granddaughter.
Yeah, click on the link inside my post and it will take you to Etsy. And that's one of the many stores on Etsy that make the bulbs. So if you don't like that particular one, you can, do a search.
Perfect. Thank you.
Maybe they're making a comeback. I was kind of surprised they faded out at all because they were a great novelty item and really beautiful for like a nightlight for a child. They were
I
perfect
remember
for
my
that.
daughter, remember Megan as a baby? I put it near her crib and she'd just lay there and look at it till she fell asleep.
Yeah.
Well, it's a shame that you two don't still have one or two of those bulbs. It would be lovely to see a post or something about them.
I don't think I even have a picture with one in it.
Yeah, I don't think I did. Well, I was never big on taking pictures anyways. All right. Thank you, kitty girl. And Balicus, you are up. Never mind your money. Talk to us with your link. I am good, thank you. And she's going to make me read it. And she says, the echoes of your laughter still fill these walls. They recognize your presence and embrace you even while you're gone. You journeyed into the world, curled up in my arms, and brought a sense of great fulfillment to any hands that, and if you want to hear the end of it, you're going to have to go to the post. Thank you, Balicus. Because she likes to make me read. There we go. And Seki, you're up. What, Balicus a troublemaker? Oh no, never. She'd never do that. Mischief, maybe.
I don't see Seki in the voice channel. You may need to tag him in the chat.
Yeah, we'll give him a moment and then we'll see. Unless he dropped an emoji and got dropped off of this network. He sometimes has trouble with it. Okay. Artemis, you're up.
Okay. I literally just wrote this morning. I have a hero, a girlfriend of mine, when she learned I wanted to design my own sweater and I wanted to do it with as little amount of sewing as possible. She gave me this wonderful tattered copy, well-loved copy of Knitting from the Top Down by Barbara Walker. And it never clued to me. I'm also interested in tarot cards and the, feminist studies, etc., and so forth. And it never occurred to me that this was the same woman who created the tarot cards that I had originally gone into the store to buy. But the elementals kept falling off the shelf at me, so I bought those instead. And then I dug in a little further and I found out that my hero actually writes all these books about the feminine mystique and feminism and the history of women. I was just flabbergasted. So as you can tell, she's my hero. Please read it and maybe you'll be inspired a little bit too by her. I did put the link in. Okay.
You did. Because we were admiring the image. So I gather that you're doing some reading?
Well, I've been creating social media posts to schedule to put out to, get a little more visibility for the fiber arts community. And I thought, oh, cool, this would be a good time to do a real quick showcase on some of my favorite heroes in the industry, or heroines, however you want to put it. And I thought of Barbara Walker right off the bat, and I kind of did a little trip down memory lane because this discovery was, you can probably guess, several years ago. So I thought I'd write a whole article about her.
Good plan.
Actually, Kitty Girl, I'm working on creating my own set of fiber arts tarot cards. But I do love your idea about the blanket.
Another project for your project list, right?
I don't have anything else to do. Why not?
That's amazing that we were kind of both thinking along the same lines. I didn't know you had such a project in the works. Very cool.
Great minds think alike, Kitty Girl. Don't say the second part.
Thank you, Artemis. All right, Seke, you can go now. And Luchelle has won the 5 HBI. And Seke says, just a post about the Angry Birds silver coin and a day of me feeling like red, because this world always has a way to make you feel a red. Embrace your red. Allow the rage. Be angry. Is that why they call them Angry Birds? All right. And I'm caught up. Too tired for voice. Life's rough. And next up is Bipolar. And there she is. She's typing. There we are. We have a link.
Hello again. So I shared a post in response to a prompt that asked us the worst tattoo we've ever seen. So I shared a post of the one I saw when I was a child. And I can't really tell what happened, but it was looking like a bond. And at the end of the day, as time goes by, I kept thinking about that image in my head because I kept wondering, why would somebody intentionally hurt themselves? And eventually I got to know how the tattoo turned out like that. So if you want to know, kindly click on the link. I'm imitating Valikis.
So that tat that says looks like do all things with love, is that an actual tattoo or is that text that you added to look like a tattoo?
Which one is that?
The one, the second image down, it looks like it says do all things with love.
Oh yeah, that's a tattoo. I saw it on Splash.
That's actually a very tasteful tattoo. I like that.
Yeah, it looks really cute too.
All right, thank you, Bipolar. Alessandra, you are up. And
Okay, hi everybody.
What do you have here?
All right. So, in creative work hour is a thing. It happens every day. So, like we're getting close to consecutive day number 1400, and so I have finally. Yeah. Oh, I like it, Artemis. I like it. That's cute. Yeah. So. Being a shy writer, I'm finally coming out of the shadows, ta-dum-dum, a little bit to write what I write so quietly over in the Discord for the Hive community of Creative Work Hour, which is to say, hey, this is today. we kind of talked about this. This is everybody that's in the room. And here are any special events going on today. So what occurred to me this week is I'll usually on Wednesday say, oh, happy hump day or happy anything can happen day. And I'm like, well, what does Wednesday really mean? I know that there's a Neil Gaiman character named Wednesday. What does Wednesday really mean? So I went in and looked at that and oh, that's a Nordic term. So I wrote another one today highlighting what is Thursday. It turns out it's another Nordic term that we have at least a couple of days of the week that are distinctly named after Nordic gods. And what do those renderings bring to special days like Wednesday and Thursday? So this is my post about what we do every day and what makes it special on Thursdays. So you see a plug for PYPT every Thursday when I do these, and you see a plug for the Hive Space that we're bringing back on Tuesday with Starkers as our special guest to talk about shopping with HBD. So there's my post. I hope you'll take a look and use it to mark your calendar for Tuesday. Thank you. The end.
Thank you, Alessandra. And Lucielle, you're up. I don't see her typing yet. She's probably grabbing the link. There, I see her typing. There we go. Luchelle's on a roll today. Tell us about this.
Hello again. Nobody's talking about food today. Why? I've been wanting to see food posts, but I only see crochet, see Abinat, bipolar, I see Enkem. Okay, Enkem talked about food. So here you are, Enkem. I've got a delicious toasted bread for you. Okay. For a while now, I've been craving toasted bread, but I couldn't prepare it because I don't have a toaster. So I decided to use the local method with my frying pan, and I was able to make this toast bread. So if you want to know how I made it, please read the post, put a like and comment. Thank you. Love you.
Thank you, Lucielle. Frying pan could be a good choice to fill in as a toaster.
Okay, I found a little video game that I'm playing on my phone, and you match the objects, but they're all shoved in together. And some of them have been objects that we've mentioned in this conversation today, like frying pan and a toaster and a croissant and a drink and an orange crush. And it's completely immature, and I just get childishly giddy playing this stupid thing. It's called Match. I could be reading a book.
What a creative name. All right. Sarge, you're up.
I hope this works.
And Bipolar has won the NFT.
Lucky lady. Enjoy that.
Did she win that last week too? All right, Sarge, tell us about this.
How many of you have heard of In Leo, I N Leo, by those Leo finance people? I know Lucci has, because her last post, I think, was on Leo, I think. But anyway, they have this thing called Summarizer, and what it does, take videos, and it will summarize them in text, I believe, and then put it on the blockchain. So what they've been trying to do, Cal and Bassmaster and all of them, they've been trying to get a bunch of videos to be summarized so it'll all be on the blockchain. So I thought y'all might be interested if you want to go over and get some votes, because I don't care for in Leo because it's kind of wonky, and they have like premium memberships that cost $10 a month, which I'm a tightwad. I'd rather just post for free on S&C or PT or something. Y'all do your own thing, but I just thought I'd let you know, because it used to be you had to subscribe to might possibly to be able to use that summarizer, but I thought I'd let y'all know it's free now.
Okay. Thank you, Serge. And Seki, you're up. All right. And let's see what he has to say about this. And he says, life's unfair. That's a true statement. Yet sometimes it isn't as unfair to you as it might be unfair to others. Life's unfair unfairly, yet we must make the best of it. This is a story made using these thoughts. All right. And it looks like Seki has a second one. Go for it, Seki. Anybody else has anything they'd like to share? Now's a good time to drop the emoji. And he says, never was a fan of Nigerian music. Love to listen to it occasionally, yet I listen to just a small fraction of it. This is 3-Tune Tuesday post of me trying to widen that listening range. Random Nigerian tunes. Alright. And Kitty Girl, you have something to share.
Yeah, this is a post from Grendon, who I think is a good author, and she has been in PYPT before, but I wanted to share this more as a public service announcement than anything else. She's writing a post about surviving postpartum depression, and I'm hoping that her writing this post and putting it out here on Hive will help women who are having trouble with postpartum depression, and she gives some suggestions about what can be done to help survive it and get through it, and it's really a great read.
That's good. There's not many people write about that on Hive. So that's good topic. Thank you, Kitty Girl.
Well, that's one of the reasons we created the Ladies of Hive community, is to try to encourage women to write about women's topics. And some have done that, but the funny thing, Grendon wrote this post and didn't put it in Ladies of Hive. So I promptly told her, I'm cross-posting this to Ladies of Hive. And she said, I should have thought of that. But anyway, yeah, it's a great post.
All right. Read the post and find out, Seki. It's a good idea to support other people's posts by reading them. Okay, I see you have another one. I thought your other one was the last one, but go for this one.
I didn't have enough time to write. It was meant to be the last one, but Kitty Girl spoiled it and brought this post. So yes, I want to be the closing post of the day. This is quite a recent post. I just made it yesterday. So yeah, One Piece is an anime that I'm sure almost everybody has heard of, even those that don't watch anime. Whether you've heard of it or you have probably seen the character. So yeah, it's on hiatus now, like for the final saga, and it's just read it, and I'm an avid follower of the show, so I couldn't wait for it to get released. I decided to start watching the movie. The movies. It's a really long anime series and has quite a lot of movies attached to it, about 12 movies so far. So yeah, this is just the first one, One Piece, Wonder's Treasure. If you love anime, if you love One Piece, this is a wonderful film to watch. So yeah, thanks.
All right. Thank you, Seki. That's different. Usually people vie to be first. Seki wants to vie to be last. And you've been listening to Shadows Pub host, Pimp Your Post Thursday. Thank you for joining us at PYPT. Join us next Thursday at 12 p.m. Eastern. Until then, keep on creating. And it's all about community. And oh yeah, bye Wilma.
Bye, Wilma.